Welcome back into the Locked On Red Sox podcast. Thank you so much for making Locked On Red Sox your first listen of every single day. I'm your host, Massachusetts Pirates team insider Jake Ignazuski. And this episode is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a farm report and giving you guys a little bit of an update on one of the Red Sox's top pitching prospects in their system right now in reliever and starter Brandon Walter. He is currently the number 6 prospect on SoxProspects.com, and I had the opportunity to speak with him before his first start in Worcester. So let's get into this episode.
You are Locked On Red Sox, your daily Boston Red Sox podcast. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
I hope everybody is excited for the weekend and is a little bit on a high still after that incredible Celtics comeback in the fourth quarter in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. But as I mentioned, a little bit of a different episode today, but I want to give you guys a little bit of an update on one of the best pitching prospects in this Red Sox system. So Brandon Walter, looking at what he did in Portland, made 9 starts at a 2.88 ERA, only walked 3 batters. That's right. 3 over 50 innings, striking out 68. But one thing that I did notice in his statistics, something that he does need to work on a little bit, he did allow 6 home runs. So we'll see how he's able to really be able to minimize those long balls now that he has been called up to the Woo Sox. And as I mentioned, he's the he's the number 6 prospect on SoxProspects.com and was last year's minor league pitcher of the year. So it's been really nice to see him starting off the season right and being able to continue to develop. But I had the opportunity to speak with Brandon right before his first start in Worcester, but his first start in Worcester ultimately did not go exactly how he anticipated. After retiring the side in order on the first 12 pitches, he ultimately allowed 5 runs on 5 hits, striking out 2 batters, walking 1 over 42 pitches, but not exactly how he would have expected his AAA debut to go. But I had the opportunity, like I said, to speak with Brandon a little bit on his preparation going into his first Worcester start, as well as why he's had so much success so far this season. As I mentioned, only walked 3 batters. That's pretty incredible. So I hope you guys are excited for that interview. Before we get into that, I just want to take a second to talk to you about Athletic Greens. So our next partner has a product that I literally use every single day. I actually started using Athletic Greens around 2 months ago. I'm somebody who has a difficulty of gaining appetite sometimes in the morning. I sometimes wake up with a stomach ache, but Athletic Greens is a great way to not only maximize my gut health, but also gain more energy, optimize my immune system. Because I'm a type of person, I don't know about you, I don't really like taking pills or vitamins, and I just want a supplement that honestly tastes good, and that's what Athletic Greens is. So all you really got to do is with one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, put it in this little bottle, or you could do a little bit of an 8-ounce cup just of water. You're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, probiotics, and antigens to start your day right. So the special blend of ingredients supports not only your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, recovery, focus, and aging. And it's cheaper than all the different supplements if you just bought them individually. So right now it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with a convenient daily nutrition. It's just 1 scoop of water every single day. That's it. No need for a million different pills, supplements to look out for your health. So make it easy. So to make it easy for you, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. And all you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/MLB network. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/MLB network to take ownership over your health and pick the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. And lastly, Thank you guys so much for making Locked On Red Sox your first listen of every single day. Now go and check out Locked On Now podcast. They recap MLB games with analysis from our local experts, taking fans through the season like no other network. It's free and available wherever you get your podcast. So now let's tune in to my conversation with Red Sox top prospect Brandon Walter. I mean, especially with all the success you've had so far this season, what do you think has helped you be able to keep such good control on the mound? I mean, you've only walked 3 batters so far.
Right. I mean, I know it's simple to say, but it's just being aggressive in the strike zone, especially early in the count. I always say you can't strike a guy out until you get 2 strikes. So I mean, you gotta throw balls in the strike zone to get to that point. The good hitters aren't going to chase balls early in the count. Get to 2 strikes, get ahead 0-2, 1-2, and then that's when you can have fun getting them to chase things out of the zone. So it's been simple for me, just attacking the strike zone. I have 3 pitches, fastball, changeup, slider, just try to throw them all in the strike zone early in the count, and then try to get them to chase them late in the count.
And when we spoke during the offseason, you said that one of your biggest goals was to do the little things to make sure that you kept your body healthy throughout an entire season. So
right.
Is there anything that you've been doing specific this season to help you to be able to achieve that?
I've spent an extra time in the training room, weight room, just getting ready every day. I mean, last year was my first time in a professional season as a starting pitcher, and I kind of got thrown into that mid-season, so I didn't really know what to do, and I didn't really know the toll it was going to take on my body, and at the end of the season, I wasn't feeling the way I want to feel at the end of the season. So this year, just kind of, even if nothing's really bothering me, just still taking those extra steps to make sure everything's going to feel good tomorrow. There's a ton of different training room things that I've been doing and weight room stuff, stretches, trying to stay mobile, trying to stay strong. But not one specific thing has gotten me there, but I feel pretty good this year, and hopefully it lasts.
And especially, the competitive difference between AA and AAA. Is there anybody so far in the Worcester Sox clubhouse that's, taking you under their wing at all or giving you any insight of how to prepare for your first outing?
I'm kind of just watching to see how these guys work and see if it's anything different from what I've seen in AA or whatever. I've only been here one day, so I haven't really been able to follow behind one person specifically. I'm just trying to see how everybody works. A lot of these guys have pitched in the major leagues before, so it's cool to kind of be around them and see how they work and compare it to my work ethic and maybe try to pick some things up along the way. It'd be nice.
And what was going through your mind when you first were told that you were being called up?
I was excited, definitely excited. I mean, I didn't know I would, but I mean, I was hoping that I would get here at some point this season, and I'm glad it happened as early as it did because now it gets me a time to get comfortable here and hopefully have some success and then move on from here. So I was definitely excited to hear.
And then lastly, especially moving up, what's your mindset going into your first outing in Worcester?
I'm trying not to change too much. Just attack the strike zone. It's better hitters, older hitters. I mean, that doesn't matter. The strike zone's still the same. The mound's still the same. So trying not to change too much. I mean, I'm just going to do what got me here, and that's throw balls in the strike zone and compete with that.
So I hope you guys did enjoy a little bit of insight on what's been going through Brandon Walter's mind throughout this season, what's helped him have so much success. But even though his first start in Worcester didn't go how most people expected, especially Brandon, it's going to be interesting to see how he continues to develop in AAA, gets acclimated to that different competitiveness at the next level. You got to remember, this guy started in Single A just last year and ultimately was able to get up to Portland and now in AAA. So there's a massive competitive difference there. But I'm excited to continue to keep you guys updated on what's happening in the Red Sox farm system. I'm going to try and do this as much as I can. But as always, thank you guys so much for making Locked On Red Sox your first listen of every single day. Now make your second listen Locked On MLB podcast. MLB expert Paul Francis Sullivan brings you humor, passion, and unique perspective on every team and the biggest stories around the league. So follow the #1 daily league-wide podcast, Locked On MLB, on the Odyssey app, YouTube, and wherever you get your podcasts. And something else that you can also follow as well is Locked On Red Sox on Twitter. It's LO_Red Sox. Also follow myself. It's at Jake Iggy. And also my co-host Lauren at La Lauren with 4 R's. But as always, greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. We can't wait to cover this Red Sox West Coast road trip against the Oakland Athletics. I hope you guys are excited, but we'll be back on Monday, keeping you guys updated as always. But enjoy the weekend, relax, have some self-care time, enjoy some time with some family, and we'll see you next week. And lastly, I'm going to end it how we always end it. Let's go Sox. Peace.